Hello, it's Em, the beginner crafter. Welcome to another Crochet and Craft Tube video. Today I have 3 projects that I can show. One is a project that I'm working on at school when I have some free time between coming from one school and having lessons in my main school. So I keep it there and I recorded a little bit about it in school so that I didn't have to bring stuff back and forth. So we'll start with that. I'm making those socks, and this is all from one of the Bella Coco Crochet Society subscription boxes. I don't really know which one it is because they never say in any of their magazines which box it is. So I'm making this part for now. I have 28, I think. I'm using this hedgehog as my row counter because I didn't take it with me. I'm just putting the pins up here and to count how many rows I've made. And this is 7, but I think I didn't put one when I did the last row. So it's 28, and according to pattern it should be 32 rows. When I do those 32 rows, I'm going to wind this part around my ankle to see if it really fits, and if need be I'll be making more. I need to remember to bring a darning needle with me to school, because at some point I'm going to have to start either sewing things or just weaving in the ends, so it might be useful. And I was also hoping I would finish this part by the end of the week, but unfortunately I didn't crochet as fast as I was hoping. But it's not a project that's pressing of any kind. So I'm just taking things slow and see how it works. I don't think I've ever crocheted socks before, so it will be something interesting to look at. So for now, this is just this part here, and that's what I've made. And my other 2 projects that I can show are the same 2 that I've been doing for quite a while. So the diamond painting and the blanket. And both are getting closer to being finished. Let's start with the diamond painting. And as you can see, it's just that part there to be done, which is great. And I actually think that I might finish it by the end of, by next Crochet and Craft Tube, because it may just take me those 2 weeks to finish everything. It's not too much, although we'll see how time permits everything. But yeah, it's really not a lot left before the end of the year. So as you can see, I'm sort of half in the middle, more or less, of that planet with rings around it. That's the one. So I just need the other half and the corner, and that will be it. So it is possible that I'll be finishing by the next Crochet and Craft Tube, and then I'll be able to show it in full glory. I will have to find my Mod Podge that I really don't know where it is, but it would be useful to, after finishing it, just cover it with Mod Podge and be sure that all the diamonds, all the drills stay stuck as they are. So, well, hopefully I'll be able to do it, but that means I need to finish it like a few days before the end of my sort of 2-week cycle of crochet and craft tubes. So it is possible, not entirely sure if that will happen, but there is a definite possibility that it will happen. So yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed so that it does get finished this year, which would be great. And yeah, then I'll have another finish. And certainly my goal for the year, to have a year of finishes, will be very, very accomplished because I have quite a lot of finishes this year, and this would be just one more finish. So that's the diamond painting, and then the blanket. And the blanket is just getting so big that I really don't want to deal with setting the camera so that you can see all of it when it's not yet finished, so I can't really show you the full of it. So the deal with the blanket is that I'm now on row 37. According to the pattern, I should have finished the blanket on row 36, so basically where this pattern sort of ends, and that should be the end of the blanket. I measured it, and with 36 rows of the last repeat, the whole length of the blanket is 138 centimeters. So I'm guessing that's like 50 inches, something like that. Slightly more than 50, I guess. And I find it slightly too short. I know that there will be border, like 5 rows of a border, like on top and on the bottom, of course, and on the sides. But it probably wouldn't make it long enough for me to be happy about it. So I want to make it longer. This is how much of the purple yarn I have left, and I don't think it will be enough for a full repeat of the pattern, the 41 rows that I have left, sort of to get to the same point. However, I think what I could do is to get to kind of this point, so like halfway of the pattern, because the full repeat is from here, from this point here to sort of a bit more rows, but the last repeat was supposed to get from here to this purple ending. What I could do, and I think I will do because I should have enough yarn for this, is get to here. So this would be half done, but this would be finished, and I will have to see how I react to that, because it might be the thing that it will not be a full pattern repeat, basically, that the beginning of the blanket will be like here, and then the end of the blanket will be here, like sort of side skewed, I guess you could say, so that it won't start with this pattern complete and finish with full pattern complete. That might make me feel uneasy about the whole blanket. We'll see what happens, because to be honest, I don't know how I'll react to it, but I have to say, for now, my bigger worry would be the colors that are in the background. That I have a lot of this green, and then twice I have the teal, and then none other color sort of gets repeated. So what I would hope would be to actually get to this blue, because then there's a lot of purple in the background. So I think also it just would be better for me to get to this color, because then sort of all colors of the background would have more or less the same amount. So I hope this would be more important to me when looking at the whole blanket than the fact that the patterns are like beginning and ending in different places of the blanket. I hope you know what I mean. So maybe, although I don't think, because in 2 weeks do half a repeat and the border, I don't think I'll be able to do, but hopefully by the next Crochet and Craft Tube I will have finished the main body of the blanket, so get to row 17 I guess, and then I'll have the whole blanket to show you without the border, and then I'll see if this pattern drives me crazy or not, and I guess it will be easier for me to explain what I mean by a skewed pattern or percentage, or maybe not percent, but the proportions of colors, that there is more or less the same amount of every color of the background. So I guess it will be much easier for me to explain it next time. Hopefully I'll have the blanket finished by then, and I'll be able to show you the whole of it, the whole pattern of it, and then we'll see if you also think the same way. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, it's really appreciated. Leave a comment down below, it's always nice to hear from you. Think about subscribing to the channel if you want to see the progress of the blanket, of the other project, of diamond painting, and my future projects. I mean, they are all, well, apart from the socks, but they are nearing the end, so I have to do some other projects as well, so you might want to see them, and therefore subscribing will make it easier for you to follow everything. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!